I mean, she was laughing, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know, it wasn't that funny. Like, it was just, we're back! Oh my god, we're back! You never thought we'd be back, but we're back!
Hey guys.
And this time we're back from last time, and it's just Philip here.
Again, I'm sorry, guys.
So it's not Tio again. I'm really sorry about this, but maybe we should try to record one, me, you, and Tio before you leave.
I think we should. I think the fans would love it.
Yeah,
I think it'd be a good time.
In one room, which is kind of hard to do.
We only have 2 mics, right?
Yeah. But I mean, I think you could share. I think you could share.
Is it like, is the voice still fine if I'm like this? Is that like, can you still hear me pretty okay?
I guess. And I mean, you can like lean as well.
Yeah. You can always like lean in. We have to.
Yeah. Unless we're like in really heated debates. You guys are both up against the mic and like you're almost kissing. It just turns into you guys making out.
Yeah.
And you just like start to like 69, and I'm just here like, all right,
we'll make it work though. I think because he said he wasn't working at all now, right? When he came back.
He's back on chill schedule. He said, I don't know what that means.
So we'll make it work.
And so apparently we have a lot of plans then, because we gotta get another party at your place going before you go.
I wouldn't call it party, but
oh no,
I'll try to get something going before I leave.
Good. Maybe we could do it in the same day. That's kind of your bit, though.
That's a lot. That's a lot to ask.
Yeah, it is.
To be honest.
Yeah.
But maybe. I mean, yeah, it won't be many more than us because everyone else is gone. Pretty much. Everyone else has gone to their different like places where they gotta be.
Yeah, this is the problem with, and especially when you go as well.
Yeah.
Then it's just Tio and I, and Stefan too, but we
Stefan?
barely see him because he's so busy just studying.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he and I are just like, all right.
Well, I mean,
you want to go with me or something?
It's not that bad, just you two. That's you need a core in a podcast, and then there's summers. It will be special, or even winter.
Yeah.
If we have time.
Yeah. So, man, tell us about New York. You were in New York?
I was in New York.
What were you doing in New York?
I don't know, man.
Went.
It was a mix of meeting friends. It was a mix of business and vacation. The vacation part was, I mean, it's New York. Who wouldn't want to go to New York? I
mean, New York is pretty much a vacation all the time.
Yeah, right.
Like,
and when I say New York, I mean Manhattan. Just so you guys know.
Good.
I mean,
good,
no one, and Brooklyn, I guess, but no one, like when you're in New York, people expect Manhattan, right?
I guess.
No one, like, cause you know how the state of New York looks like.
Kind of.
Like it's.
Is it where is it? Is it? It's if you're looking
on the East Coast.
It's up here.
Yeah.
And like next to, it's above like Florida and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Because
I'm trying to figure out where it is.
The way it looks like. Let's see if I can get a
picture going.
A quick picture.
You were supposed to show me something as well.
Oh, right, I'm gonna do that later. Oh, it's gonna be hilarious.
Not for them. They can't.
No, they won't see. But I just wanna. You can describe what you see, or no, you don't.
It's your balls, right? Come on.
No.
Oh yeah.
I showed that before. Like the way New York is shaped is so it's. Yeah, I guess I can like show you this picture. Like you see that little sliver right by the water. That's like Manhattan and Brooklyn and all that, where people go.
Yeah.
But then there's all that other part that goes into the country.
Yeah.
No one goes there. I mean, I assume, well, people live there, obviously. But I mean, when people say, I'm going to New York, you assume Manhattan. You don't go to the rest of the state.
No.
What's there? I think, like, Ithaca is over there. They have a university or something, which I nearly applied to. But
you should have.
I don't regret it. But so yeah, I went there. Anyway, it was a mix of business and vacation. The business part was I was part of a short film shoot.
Oh,
which was pretty fun. What
were you doing? What was your part? Can you reveal anything, or is it?
I don't want to reveal too much.
Okay.
It's gonna be. It was the guy who directed it. I met when I was in Vancouver, so we know each other from there. Where I was also in one of his films.
Mm-hmm. So
check out my IMDb profile, guys.
Oh yeah. Maybe you.
I have some credits on there.
Yeah. Where is this stuff available?
Oh. Find it yourselves, guys.
Find it yourselves because
One you can definitely find. The other one's not released yet. The ones that you can find, the one that you can find is a short.
is on YouTube.
It's on Vimeo.
But that's good too. That's where you upload like
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
So I mean, honestly, if for those that want to take the time, you can figure out. Do they know my last name?
No, I'll link your Twitter. And you mean your name's there?
But not my last name.
Okay, I'll post your last name. I'll write it down.
No, that's the thing. Like either you guys
And I'll write your email address too.
No,
and
no,
your home phone number.
I guess for those of you that know my last name, you can find it. Otherwise, too bad.
Okay.
So yeah, that was really fun. Shooting in New York. That's not.
How many days were you there? And how many days did
I
you
was
need you
there
for?
for like 5 days, and 2 of those days were pretty much traveling days. So I had like 4 full days, maybe 3.5 full days. No, 4 full days in New York. But we only shot for like 1 day.
Yeah.
So the rest was just chilling in Manhattan. And one thing, like, I've been there before, so we didn't go to like any touristy sites. But we went to the 9/11 memorial because that was not done.
Just to pay your respects.
Pay my respects. That's another, like, okay, because I was in New York the first time back in 2009. So then we did all the Empire State, the Statue of Liberty, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But so the only touristy thing I did this time was the memorial and the Museum of Modern Art. But the memorial, like, yeah, it was really impressive. It was really cool. Like it's like where the Twin Towers were. It's like 2 squares, I guess, with like kind of a waterfall. So it's just deep squares with water going down.
Okay.
So it's pretty cool. But would you like I don't know, like, because there are lots of people there taking pictures, right? And they're taking selfies. They're smiling.
Of the 9/11 memorial?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And I don't know, like, that felt weird.
That is weird. That's
Like-
not something you do. Especially not a selfie.
No, right? Like,
No.
it feels weird. People like taking a happy picture where
Yeah.
so much pain has
Yeah, they're
been.
like, oh, hashtag memorial.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know, like, that felt weird.
Kind of. Even to get a picture of you there is weird.
I know, like, I usually don't even pose in front of like famous buildings. I don't take those kind of pictures really.
No.
So it feels like it feels weird posing like that in front of something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Definitely that's weird.
Like if you're and then the Freedom Tower was done.
Did you say anything, by the way? Were you like, yeah, how dare
Well,
you?
we talked about it. The guy that we were in like our group, we talked like, oh, that's kind of weird. But we didn't tell the guy like, hey, what are you doing?
How dare you?
But yeah, the outside of the Freedom Tower was done as well, so that was pretty impressive. Well, that's another thing. I don't want to. Can I insult people here?
Who are you insulting?
I don't mean it as an insult. And this was what I'm saying now, and Americans said. Like, it would be Americans, I guess, I would be insulting.
I mean, hey, that's fine. Go ahead.
No, I don't mean it's not an insult.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you take it as an insult, I'm sorry, it's not meant as one. So the Freedom Tower, what they built to replace the Twin Towers.
Mm-hmm.
It's a huge building. It's the tallest one in New York. Obviously not the world because they're doing crazy stuff in Dubai and all that.
Dubai is crazy.
Dubai is crazy.
It is true.
So, but that's basically it. Like the tower, it's just a normal glass tower. Like it's not anything special. It's pretty tall for
what would
Manhattan.
it be? What are the usual tallest buildings anyway?
No, but my point
It's not like a shopping
or
center.
it wasn't my point, but what this guy said, like when you saw it, is that for what it's supposed to be, it's supposed to be like for what it represents. It's called Freedom Tower. It was there to replace the Twin Towers, which I mean everyone knows it happened. It's there to like pretty much like establish that America will rise again and all that.
Yeah.
But for what it's supposed to represent, it's just a normal tower, right? So when you see the skyline, it doesn't stand out in any
So it's not.
special
It's
way.
just not very impressive.
No, when you like it's if you just saw it if you saw it here in Stockholm, obviously it would be impressive.
Yeah.
But as part of the Manhattan skyline, it doesn't really distinguish itself. So it wasn't my point, but I kind of agree with it. Like, shouldn't it be something more? Shouldn't it be really impressive? Shouldn't you be able to see like that's it? Holy shit, that's it. Look at that tower. No?
Yes and no.
No?
Yes and no.
Yes and?
Yes, as in like for what it is supposed to represent, like you said,
Yeah.
the rise of the phoenix, so
Sure.
to speak.
Yeah.
I guess, but also it's really calling attention to it. It's really like it's really calling attention to the entire skyline that, hey, this is like where that happened, and this is this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
but
like,
everyone knows that that's where it happened. Everyone knows that that tower is there. I'm not saying it has to be taller, but at least something more.
maybe it
Cause
robs of all the other stuff.
yeah, but the thing is, like that where it is, it's like in the middle of the financial district. So I mean, all the towers there are pretty much glass, or like not all of them, but a lot of them look. There's some older buildings there as well. But like, if you look at the skyline now, at least in my opinion, the Empire State is still much more beautiful. Like architecturally, it's more beautiful than what they built. And obviously, that's up to opinion, but it's still not something that stands out in a way that maybe people want it to stand out.
Do you want it to stand out?
I don't know. Maybe you don't want it to stand out.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
But
you don't want that.
like, all I'm trying to say is, the point I agreed with was, if I just say it in one sentence, like for what it represents, it's not that impressive. And I'll end it there.
Okay.
And everyone else, audience, you can take it as you wish.
Yeah.
You can agree, you can disagree. I don't care.
No, you mean no hate. Or
I mean,
disrespect.
I'm not hating at all. New York is great, but I'll end it. I'll end it there. New York is great, guys.
Yeah. I really want to go.
Oh, you haven't gone?
No, I haven't gone.
One thing that like really makes a difference is food, which I guess I hadn't appreciated as much before. But for the 4 or 5 days I was there, we didn't have a bad meal anytime.
How about an unhealthy meal?
We had that. But like the restaurants we went to were amazing. And it wasn't like crazy expensive either. Like if you here in Sweden, if you want like really good food, it's kind of the price is gonna be pretty expensive.
It's gonna be very expensive.
But like the food, it was amazing food.
For what you get, right?
Yeah,
Cool.
and no, but even like but like the food I got at a one of the meals I had, one of the nearly the best meal I had was this Italian place. The meal maybe cost like without tip, cost like $12 or something.
Yeah.
Which is not even 120 crowns.
No.
And that was, I've never eaten anything like that in Sweden.
Compared to the 200 crown Mongolian place we go to.
Yeah, right. It was
where would you put it on the scale?
Like if this was like basically 9, the Italian place, and the Mongolian maybe is 5 maybe, or something.
How much is 200 crowns in dollars?
It's less than 20. Maybe no, it's more than 20. No, it's around 20.
Okay, around 20 is what we'll say. Yeah. Yeah. Sweden is a great place to live. It's a great place to live, but very expensive. But we afford it.
So
right?
200 crowns is around $30. 28.98.
Shit.
So that's Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's
So,
really
as an American, imagine paying that for a meal. That's a $5.
That was at the fanciest restaurant we went to, I guess. That's what the most expensive meal cost there, and it was this pasta with the truffles. Oh,
the truffles, baby! Those are luxury.
Exactly. That's a luxurious thing, right? Yeah. And that cost around $30. That meal or that plate or whatever you call it. And that price is equivalent to some pretty normal. Yeah,
it's very standard food.
It's not special in a way.
Yeah, and I mean what the thing is you get as much as you want. That's why it is.
That's
so
true.
much.
Yeah, I guess that's why, because it is a more buffet.
Yeah, what it is, it's a buffet. Yeah, you get raw stuff and you put it on a plate and then you give it to them and they put stuff on it and then they fry it up and then you get it back.
So I guess that's also true.
Yeah.
But and also one thing that I didn't really remember from last time I was there, and I was in a bit different areas, is that Manhattan itself, even though geographically it's not that different, if I include Brooklyn now as well, or it's not that big, it's very different like within there. Like, I didn't go to like Harlem or the Bronx above Central Park.
I mean, of course not.
Because I didn't have anything to do there really, and it's not.
You didn't dare.
It's sure. It's not the nicest place, but like if you compare like Fifth Avenue and like just below Central Park where like Empire State is, to Tribeca, which is in between Central Park and the bottom of Manhattan, for example, and to the financial district, completely different places, and Brooklyn as well. It could be 2 different cities, like Stockholm. It's Stockholm wherever you go. It looks the buildings look pretty much the same.
Yeah.
The amount of people is around the same everywhere you go within Stockholm. But like if you compare where the like Times Square and all that, it's crazy amount of people. But if you go to like Tribeca West Village, which is further down, not that much. Like it's calm. It could like people wise it could be Stockholm. Like it doesn't seem like that big of a city. The buildings are taller, obviously. And then if you go to the financial district, super tall buildings, kind of a lot of people, but not terribly a lot. And then Brooklyn is completely different as well. So I was really fascinated with how it was so different, but it's still like the geographical area is so small.
Really, really pumping me up, dude. Let's go.
Yeah, like
let's go. Me and you.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Right now. Right now. Let's go.
No, so
how much would a plane ticket cost right now to go to New York?
Right now,
Yeah.
probably pretty much.
Yeah.
I got mine.
Who did you fly with?
Fucking British Airways. I flew with British Airways.
What's wrong with British Airways?
The reason I fly with British Airways is I like British Airways. They do good.
But apparently you're mad at them.
I know. They fly to where I've needed to fly to. When I lived in Argentina, they flew there. When I lived in Canada, they flew there. Heathrow is close to like my home base, Sweden, Stockholm. So it's easy, just a 2-hour trip to Heathrow, and you can go wherever you want in the world. So that's why I like joined British Airways, joined their executive club.
Oh.
Started collecting miles and
fancy
stuff. And it's a great airline, good food. Fly to where I want, on time, stuff like that. But this trip, not good, not impressed at all.
Okay.
The short distance.
Let's call him out. What was her name? What was this stewardess's name?
I don't know. The flight was
Wendy. Was it Wendy?
The flight was back home was BA 174. If anyone was on.
BA 174.
Yeah. And
Wendy.
Flight there was like BA 884 or something. I can't remember.
Tweet at BA 174 Wendy.
Anyway, so from Stockholm to Heathrow, fine, no problem. But the long distance flight, I guess it's to New York, it wasn't their fault. It was the weather. I can't blame them for that. But
How long is it usually a flight there?
Like 7 hours around.
Okay. And you got there in?
Well, the thing is, we were stuck in Heathrow first for like 1.5 hours. So I was supposed to land at JFK 6:45, but I landed like 9 or something.
Oh shit, yeah.
So that was first of all a long delay. But I'm like, weather, like no problem.
No problem.
And I got upgraded.
Oh.
So then I was like, I really do like British Airways.
Yeah.
They're late, but whatever, that's fine. I don't have a connecting flight at JFK, so it's fine. And I got upgraded. So that's the way to fly, by the way.
Upgraded.
Fuck economy.
Oh.
I hate economy.
You
economy
went business?
I went World Traveler Plus.
All right.
So it's the one below business.
Okay.
And the one past economy in the middle. But it's still like the seats are much better, much more leg space. You have like that small cabin because it's much smaller than economy. You have like a personal like stewardess, gives you like juice and water like all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You get a menu. You can choose what you want to eat. It's good. That's the way to fly.
That is the way to fly, baby.
But it costs so much, so you can't really.
But you got it for free.
I got it for free, and I think it's because I'm a member and I have so many miles for British Airways.
Yeah.
So on the way there it was fine, great seats, great stuff. But then on the way back, oh yeah, one thing as well. When I was going to JFK on Heathrow, they parked the plane at the wrong terminal.
So it came into the wrong one.
Yeah, no, like when we were gonna board. So at Heathrow, at the airport, they're telling like, okay, BA flight 844, terminal 5, gate 22 or something.
Yeah.
So we go to gate 22, but then it turns out the plane's not there.
Okay.
So we have to take a bus to the plane, which is on the other side of the airport.
Yeah.
This is a big Boeing 747, right? I think it's a 747. So it's kind of like stupid. It's kind of like, how do you manage to like mislocate that big of a plane?
Whoa. Too soon.
Oh shit. Too soon. I'm sorry, guys. Malaysian Airlines.
Oh my god. Go ahead. How do you manage to lose a plane?
No.
What were you saying?
No, let's not get into that. But still,
what were you saying?
We had to take a bus out, and it's a lot of people. Like one of those planes nearly take 300 people or something. So it's a lot of buses, long time. So first of all that, and then the weather, but then it was fine. So landed, and then on the way home. Oh my god, Wendy, that goddamn witch. on the way home, I came to the airport pretty early. I was like 2 hours before. I don't know, and I checked in and everything. I just had hand luggage, so like it was pretty unnecessary. So I was just waiting there, and it was the same thing. It was bus out. I was like, yeah, fine. It was a pretty old plane as well. So you know how everyone nowadays have like the carry-ons have gotten bigger and bigger throughout the years.
Okay. Yeah.
So before you just had like a suit or a suitcase. Before you just had like a
backpack.
A backpack with you, right?
Like
but now everyone has like a backpack and a stroller or a
thing.
roller thing.
Mm-hmm.
So did I this time.
Okay. So you're just like shitting on these people, even though you're doing the same thing.
No, because that's fine. You're allowed to have that.
Okay, that's not what you're mad about.
No, that's not.
Okay.
But the thing is, the plane was kind of old, so it hadn't the hand luggage place didn't have space
Yeah,
for
the
everyone's
overhead
shit.
luggage.
Exactly, the overhead.
Okay.
So it was like, first of all, like no one could place anything anywhere because even if it was completely empty, the overhead luggage space was too small for a standard like rolling bag. So like they had to move them around. So that was kind of annoying, but whatever. And also like flying in economy kind of sucks.
Especially once you've been.
Especially when you've been on the other side and like seeing what's behind those curtains that they always like pull.
Once you
those
go World International +1, you don't do a 180 and go back.
Exactly. And this isn't either British Airways' fault. Well, I guess they could have a policy, no kids. But I had a kid behind me.
Oh.
Always super fun to have kids behind you, right?
I hate kids.
Not only does he cry most of the time.
What kind of kid are we talking? Is he like a 4-year-old or like a
I guess 3,
little
4.
baby?
No, not a little baby. Oh, he had legs. Let me tell you that. He had legs.
Okay.
You know why he had legs? You know what he used them for? It was
What?
super fun. The whole flight. In my back seat.
Really?
So the whole flight, I was just like...
At that point, I think I would have turned around and be like, hey.
Yeah, because the lady
fucker.
next to me, she turned around like constantly like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
So like two people, like whatever. And the mom, I guess she didn't really care. I don't know. So the kid kept on doing that. And that was really annoying. So people have flying, you know how it feels, like a kid like kind of like kicking the back of your seat.
For how long?
For like 6 hours.
Mm.
He stopped though when we got food because he couldn't reach. The tray was down, you know.
Oh, yeah, that's how you get him.
But then we got the food away. Like I fell asleep. I was like, oh, this is nice. Then wake up, bam.
Really?
I started kicking again. So that was annoying, but still okay, fine. Not British Airways.
Was he
fault.
like crying and kicking because he was like mad, or was he just like
no? It was he had a super fun time. He thought it was hilarious. I didn't.
Oh, okay. Then I turn around and like choke slam him. It'd be so easy. He's like,
but I guess
4.
like but the mom was next to me and the lady next to me had told him. I guess my Swedishness came there like we don't talk to other people.
Yeah, you stay out of it.
But still, that's not British Airways' fault. Fine. But we're like already an hour late when we land, and then again they don't. Sorry if this story is boring, everyone. By the way, skip to minute 31 if you want to skip this story. So anyway, they don't park at a gate. So again, this plane with like nearly 300 people have to take buses. The buses aren't there.
Oh shit!
Because the thing is, I was supposed to land 6:20 at Heathrow.
Yeah.
And my flight to Stockholm left at 7:45.
Yeah.
That's a good 1.5 hours.
And then you got there.
It was just carry on, just through security. You're fine. We get there. We're already 50 minutes late. So I have 40 minutes to get to my flight.
Yeah.
The buses aren't fucking there.
Yeah.
So the captains are like, oh, we're here, but the buses aren't. So we have to wait 10 minutes for the buses. And again, 300 people getting on buses.
Yeah.
I'm not on the first bus because I'm sitting in fucking economy.
Yeah. Oh my god. Of course, economy.
So we take the buses. We go in. We get there, and then you have to show your boarding pass if you want to when you're connecting flights. So I'm like, hey, my flight leaves in like 15 minutes. Like I really need to get past. And they're like, oh yeah, okay, you can go past here. And then we get to a second boarding pass control for some reason.
Because the first guys are rookies.
Yeah,
training
and
them.
they see like, oh shit, your flight leaves in 15 minutes or even 10. So let me just check if you can get on the flight. And I was like,
that's gonna take even longer.
Yeah.
What are they thinking?
So the fuckers, they usually what happens when you have a connecting flight, and they know is people meet you by the gate and they like get the car or whatever and they run with you just straight through everything to the plane.
Yeah.
So you can catch it. So these, when I get to the boarding pass control, they're like, oh yeah, let me just call around. And there were other Swedish people next to me that were also going on the flight. So they had to call like for a lot of people.
For a lot of people? Oh,
and that
shit.
took at least 7 minutes, them calling like, oh, hey, we have a passenger here. Like, oh, can he? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, great. Oh, how are you doing? Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, sorry, sir. It's going to be a minute. I was like, oh, yeah.
Was it Wendy?
I don't know what her name was.
Was
but
it Wendy?
Maybe.
No.
It was probably Wendy.
Don't beat around the bush. Just tell me if it was Wendy or
It
not.
was Wendy. It was Wendy.
Fucking Wendy.
So then I had a pretty good seat as well for my flight to Stockholm. It was like 7F or something, pretty far up. And then it's like, oh, okay, yeah, you can make it, but you're going to get a new boarding pass. Or you're going to get a new seat number. So now you're like all the way back, like 23 or something. And I was like, yeah, okay, but as long as I'm going to make it, it's fine. So then I have like 10 minutes to get to the gate.
Yeah.
And then there's a security line.
Are you running at this point?
I'm running at this point.
Yeah.
But there's still security that I have to get past. So I'm like, okay, but as long they know that I'm here, they know I'm just like right there. I just need to get past security and then we're fine. Security takes like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So I have now like 2 minutes to get to the gate because it said like the flight left at like 45, gate closes at like 25.
Yeah.
So I just run and the gate's like all the way past everything. It's like the gate furthest gate away. You have to go down lots of levels and everything. And I get there and then this guy, like before I get to the two people that like you check boarding passes with, this like luggage guy comes back and I'm like just running like with two bags and he's like, you missed it, like shrugs and like, you missed it. And I
wait, the guy looked at you and he was like,
yeah, I'm just running past him. He's like, you missed it, bro.
Oh my god.
So I was just like what? Like I missed it. And I came like the gate closed at 25. They knew I was coming. I came there at like 29 or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, did I miss it? And like, yeah, you missed it. And I was like I really took a deep sigh. I'm like, oh, I was kind of getting pissed there. And then she kind of like adds on like, oh, it was maybe our fault because we came late in from New York. And I was like, I didn't say it to her, but yeah, it was your fault.
Yeah.
All this hassle with this whole flight. So then I'm like, like, what do I do? And she's like, oh, you can get on the next flight probably. I was like, when is that? It's like 4 hours later.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, fine. Where do I go? Like, and then she described to me, you go there, you go. And I stood in line for like another 20 minutes. I got a new ticket, pretty shitty ticket as well, like all the way back in the plane. And finally I got on the plane, whatever. So I'm home, right? But it was annoying.
I mean, you know what? Fuck you.
The bitches that wanted to call, that's what really pissed me off.
Yeah.
Or what were you?
Yeah, no, that too. But to check, like, oh hey,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But what really fucked you is the buses, man.
Yeah,
the buses, baby. I'm telling you, buses are bad. They don't ever work.
The thing is, what I'm kind of like, Heathrow is BA's or British Airways, like that's their place. They should be able to organize their own airport.
Yeah.
So first of all, why aren't the buses there? Why do we have to wait 10 minutes for buses? And second of all, when you know that, and we were so many people that were going to Stockholm. There were so many Swedes everywhere. And when you know that there's so many people on a flight that's late, why don't, like, usually you meet them at the gate and escort them to the new flight. Why didn't you do that? And then again, why did you have to call and check if I could make the flight when you obviously know that call is going to take at least 5 minutes and it's going to delay me even more?
You know, like all of this is because someone didn't do their job, or like someone was lazy.
Yeah.
Like someone didn't want to move something. So they had to move something else somewhere else, and then they had to move something else there, and it just like is a chain, and all of a sudden the flight's not in the right place. This is
like,
classic
obviously,
humans, man.
This story is nothing compared to what many people have to suffer through when they go flying, and I did get on the next flight, so that was fine. But still, it's just like how everything's handled. It was kind of annoying that they didn't like cooperate with the passengers at all. With all this being said, I'm gonna continue flying British Airways because I have so many miles with them now. And
your good experiences are better than your negative
like
ones.
Overall, it is a good airline. It was just because stuff that they could have done better, I guess. But what are you gonna do? Or they can do something about it. But hopefully, it won't happen next time. It's the cheapest available flight to where I want to go since I can use miles. Heathrow's close, so I'm disappointed.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna keep flying with you.
British Airways, airline British
Airways,
BA, AB, C D E F G. Actually, AB. What are you doing? Philip's mad. Did you email them for more miles?
You know what I'm thinking about? Either emailing,
tweeting them.
No, I'm not tweeting them. Either emailing.
But that's how you get shit done. But no.
No, because I'm thinking of either emailing them or actually sending like a real letter. Because I'm thinking if I put enough effort into a letter, they will give me something. They will give me something free.
You know what? maybe Facebook, because Facebook is public. That's when they're worried.
Yeah, but
If you make it public and you
Yeah.
talk about it like, hey, you fucked up here, and then like I don't know, like 100 people see it, they'll be like, oh shit, we gotta
But
make it right.
I checked for British Airways on Facebook, but you can't post on their website.
Oh, sneaky little snake bastards.
So I guess you can send a private message, but what's the point of that?
yeah.
But I'm thinking if I do send an email to someone somewhere, they might give me free miles, and that'd be nice.
Yeah, but there's still snakes
Yeah.
and rats with this. So look, dude, you wrote something here, and I can't read it.
Yeah.
When I was younger, wearing football.
No, this is kind of funny. I don't know.
wearing football.
No, I'll
jizz at gauze.
No.
I don't know what that is, dude.
No, I'll tell you. So,
Tell me what it says first. I don't get it.
can I see what it says?
When I was younger.
So it says, when I was younger, always wearing football jersey at games. So
Alright.
what that means is that when I was younger, I played a lot of football. I still do. And I guess like every little boy's dream
Of course, is to
When
meet David Beckham.
as well, yes. But like if they play tennis, or if they play football, or
Every
if they
little
play,
is to play tennis.
is to become a professional.
Become a
athlete,
professional.
right?
Oh, yeah.
So I was no different. So when I was younger, even now, I still have hopes. World Cup 2020.
Malmö, if
Malmö.
you're listening.
If someone from Malmö is listening. So I also had the dream, like, maybe like to become a professional footballer. So
Mhm.
every time I went to games, I'd wear the jersey and sometimes the shorts as well, in hopes that someone on the pitch from the team I was supporting would get injured.
Oh!
And they would have no subs for some reason. And the trainer would be like looking up at the crowd, who
Like-
can play? And I'd be like, I'm ready to go.
Oh shit, they looked at you like, hey kid,
Yeah.
you play soccer?
Yeah, exactly. I'm ready to
Yeah.
go, and they'd get me on the pitch, and that would be my big break. Never happened.
No, well, how old were you when you were like this? Well, you
Like-
still do this?
No,
Okay.
I don't still do it. I mean, this 11, 12, 13.
And
10 maybe.
you were watching what kind of games?
It was all expensive. It was the Swedish league.
So they'd look up and there'd be a 12-year-old kid, and he'd be like, I can play!
Yeah.
Boy, mister, I know how to play soccer! And then they'd be like, no, man.
You never know.
No, dude.
You never know.
No.
You
I
never know.
would punch a 12-year-old kid.
You never know. You never know. Anyway, that's why I always wore like the jersey.
That's smart, though. When you're 12, you feel like you can do anything.
Yeah.
But really, you're just like, looking back now, I'm sure now I feel like I can do more than anything, actually. I can do everything. But when, like in 10 years, you look back and you're like, Jesus Christ, you were an idiot. You don't feel that? You really don't think you'll feel that?
No. Yeah. I mean, back then I didn't realize how far away out that was from happening.
Yeah.
Now I know that, like, for someone in the crowd to like play the game,
Yeah. Never.
it's never gonna.
It's never going to happen. And then, like, they don't have any subs either. They're just
Yeah.
like, oh.
I was just looking at the audio recording because even when I'm silent, it's pretty. Oh, never mind. I was joking.
So
But
just-
still, even when I'm silent, it's pretty. My audio is pretty. Pretty high.
All right, then. Now what? You just shut up for a second. And then good old Richard will take over. Tell you a story about a little guy in a blue world, and his whole world is blue. I don't know the song. You know what I'm talking about.
I'm blue.
Yeah, that was it. I used to sing that all the damn time in this. You know what this is?
Sewing.
Sewing. Yeah, we had like sewing class.
See, slay.
Is that like a European thing? No, it's not.
It's a Swedish thing.
Yeah,
I believe.
But you can do woodwork in other like.
But that's
high
an
schools.
elective though. It's in no other country.
Oh yeah,
Except for Scandinavia,
yeah, it's
is
an
it a
elective.
requirement?
Yeah, that's true. And then
I think it's great. I think it's amazing.
yeah, me too.
Well,
But-
I don't know what it like. I don't know. I thought that like woodwork was my favorite class,
Yeah, me
and
too.
sewing also.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have them at the same time. You had them like each term or something.
Yeah, and then guess if I aced it.
I aced, guys.
No, I aced it. Oh yeah, you're supposed to guess if I aced it. I aced it too, baby.
Yeah. MHG.
Yeah. I don't really think I deserved it.
Did you get MVG in 9th grade
Yeah, dude.
for woodwork?
Yeah, dude. Of
I didn't know
course.
that. I didn't know.
MVG is very no. The way it works in Sweden. Well, it
They
used to
changed
work.
it though.
Now we all roll with
Now it's A, B, C, D,
A2,
E,
yeah.
F.
But it used to be fail, pass, good pass, very good pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a very good pass was A. And now I hear it's a lot harder.
It is
and,
harder,
you know,
but it's better. Because now, I guess
it's
now
more accurate.
now it's more equivalent to what you have in the States, like at high schools there.
Yeah.
And I guess the rest of the world. I don't know how they do in the UK. Like A levels,
Mhm.
I don't really know how that works.
Yeah, it's weird.
I think it's 1 to 5 in the UK actually. I'm not sure because IB
really 5.
because IB
Yeah, IZ is
what
is
I
7,
went
right?
is 1 to 7.
Yeah. That's
uh,
IB, isn't it?
yeah, that's
it can't
IB.
be different anywhere
International
in the world.
Baccalaureate.
Yeah,
So that was 1 to 7.
that has to be the same everywhere.
Yeah, IB is definitely the same
Yeah.
everywhere. But I mean the UK, they're normal like stuff.
1 to 5.
Maybe.
That's so old. That's like
I know, but like
that was
it's-
like Sweden.
I know because in
years-
Sweden they
years
had
and
like
years
when
ago.
when our parents
When our parents were
they
little,
had
yeah.
1 to 5,
Yeah.
and when they went to school it was A B C D E F.
Really?
Yeah, and then after 1 to 5 it became this I G G V G M V G, and now they've changed it again. So it's interesting how it changes all the time.
Yeah.
So-
It's not failed, not pass,
So-
very pass.
So if you want to get good grades,
Much very fast.
you have to time it well with which grading
Yeah.
system they're using.
yeah,
Because now it's much harder to get the best
into
grades.
places. Yeah. Well, what I realized is that it's so bad. It's only 4 things you can get. I mean, 3 because I'm not gonna count fail.
Yeah,
You know.
back then.
And then and it's so easy to be on the verge of VG, of good pass and very good pass.
yeah.
That like some of the people I realized that I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna put my entire school on blast here. Maybe I should.
Was it IG or was it?
It was IG.
Yeah.
Okay. That it was weird how many people like were in that school, like because it's so easy to get good grades in Sweden when we were
Yeah.
taking the stuff with our education, that you could just like convince teachers to give you the extra that you needed to get the A,
Yeah.
and going from a B. No,
Did they do that?
no, it's not B.
I never had that experience.
Yeah, that's easy to get like this and get bumped up. And then it depends where you go to school as well, because our school, when
What
we went
about?
together,
Are you telling me
that was it was not a tough school, but they were tough there.
They,
Like,
that
they
was
were
tough, but
yeah
there they didn't bump you up?
yeah no, but in Swedish schools is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Is
okay.
they are
But the thing
very
is-
very lenient with how
Like-
they grade you, and they're like
Yeah,
and, you know, like this person isn't on the same level as this person, so I'll I'll bump them up to this, even though they might deserve that.
Yeah. Well, what they have in like IB is that they need a certain percentage to have 7, and they
Yeah.
need a certain percentage to have 6, 5. So
4,
there's never a
3,
set like if you
2,
get
1.
90%, you'll get a 7. It's always like it depends every year on that exam.
Oh yeah.
So like a 90% isn't always a 7, because if like let's say there are 10 people in the whole world taking that exam,
All right.
that IB exam, and let's say 9 of them get over 90,
Okay.
then
I am the other guy.
all of them won't get 7s. Only 2 of them will get 7s.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Okay.
they'll they'll shuffle it so it becomes
Oh
like
shit! It's
so
it's
that-
weird you can have friends in IB. It must be so competitive.
Yeah, like, because that's what, like, I mean, that it's good in one way, because since there's a new they make new exams every year,
Yeah.
so they don't know if it's harder or easier than previous years. So what they do is what's the median amount of 7s we get per year? That's how many 7s we're gonna get on this exam.
Okay.
Maybe it's like 20%. No, not even. I think it's like maybe 10% are allowed to get 7s on the exam, and 20 maybe allowed to get 6s, 30 maybe whatever.
I would be so pissed if I got bumped down.
Yeah, I know.
Story of my life.
So it's. I think I actually got bumped up once.
Oh yeah, Philip.
I think it was my econ exam that was pretty hard, and no one really did that well. Or everyone did like kind of well, but no one really did really well. So people got bumped up,
Mhm.
I think.
I want you to read the next one. I don't want to read it.
Which one's the next one?
It's the one after people thing, your chicken scratch handwriting.
Oh, the fans.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean.
No. So I was wondering, like we were talking before, like who do you think that person listens? So I was just saying, like, who do you think is like our most distant fan? Like, who's the most unlikely person that would listen that actually listens? That I guess we know. Like
The most unlikely person.
Yeah.
Do you mean like we'd know this person, or
Yeah. Like, well, I guess we don't have to.
or
Like,
do you mean like someone very far away?
yeah, it
who,
could also
like-
be someone like really like maybe a celebrity listens. Not that they do.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, like,
what's up?
It's
Tweet-
not like
tweet me.
if Tio listens, that's not weird.
No,
But if
Stefan.
if Jonathan listens, Tio's brother, that's one step weirder, right?
Yeah, and he most definitely doesn't. I can say that.
He doesn't.
I'm
All right.
pretty sure.
But like he would, like if he would listen, he would be an unlikely person to
to
listen,
listen
that
to
actually
this.
listens.
Yeah, yeah.
Like my brother is an unlikely person to listen. He doesn't listen. But if he would
Yeah.
listen, it would. That's what I mean. Like, who do you think is the furthest person away that actually listens? That we know.
This is putting me on the spot to think, and my mind doesn't go that fast. All right. Okay. Someone we didn't. Okay, no. Nobody we went to school with is listening to this.
No.
So we could, really you could talk shit about people. As long as they don't snitch.
So I guess like there's no one unlikely that listens, maybe.
No, yeah.
Except for like obviously subscribers to
live very far away from.
Yeah, I mean, but we don't know we don't know you guys, so
But we'd like to.
we'd like to send in your pictures and
And introduce yourselves.
to podcast@ligex.com.
No. Is there a Likes website? There is, I think.
There is.
Yeah, there is.
I think I'm gone on it. I go on it all the time, guys.
Me too. There are message boards that I always go to.
I read it all the time, man.
I'm actually not sure because
Uh,
Tio is. If only Tio were here, he would have been able to guide us a lot further on
Yeah.
this. I think our biggest fan is Stefan.
Biggest fan. Does he listen to it though?
No, but he loves us.
He does love us. He does love us. That's for sure.
Yeah, Stefan's very into. It's weird. You wouldn't think it if you saw him, but he's very into like the vampire and werewolf shows. Like he loves that shit. He'll watch anything with a vampire in it, or like.
But he didn't.
Like,
He didn't
stuff
watch
like that.
Twilight, did he?
No, but I think it's because of the rep it got.
The rap.
Let's say he
Too
was
mainstream.
mainstream
But isn't like Vampire Diaries kind of mainstream?
for a vampire show.
I guess it's kind of underground.
No, I wouldn't say that.
No, but I mean like it's not your typical How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah,
Like it's not as popular as Game of Thrones.
no,
I assume.
no. But for a vampire show, I think it's very popular.
Yeah, maybe.
Damn, you wouldn't think it if you saw him. So
True Blood. But I guess True Blood is the most popular vampire show. It feels
Yeah,
like.
yeah, I think so too. Maybe but it's not. No, that's not a vampire show.
Which one?
Supernatural. That's more.
Isn't that? I have no idea what that is. Well, I've heard of it, but I don't watch it. I've never watched it.
It's good.
It is? I won't like it.
No, you won't like
No.
it. You you have to have like a specific taste for it, and like it's kind of like the thing in CSI how there's different stories in every single episode, but then sometimes they follow a main one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that. Depending on how it's done, then I think it's good.
Oh, like having continuous? You don't like that? Or you do like it?
I mean, no, to have a continuous storyline is of course good, but to have like the one storyline and then like 3 episodes where they don't mention anything
Oh, okay. I see.
of that main
Yeah.
storyline,
Yeah.
and then it's back to that, and then another episode where it's completely different, but they sometimes mention the main story.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, sure.
That's weird too.
I know what you mean.
Good.
So I don't know. How long have we been going now? Feels like
42.
My British Airways story took up like half of it.
None of it. It did a lot of it. I think it was probably like 15.
So I'm sorry if it's not interesting.
Philip, don't worry, man.
I guess I just wanted to get it out of my system.
Come on.
Just
You
talk
wanted to
about
vent.
it. Vent a bit.
Yeah. And I mean, no one cares.
No one does.
No one cares.
No one cares.
No one cares.
So yeah,
I'm just kidding, right,
to
come
a minute.
Yeah. If you didn't want to listen
We'll,
to any of his British Airways story, Don't just like skip through it a little bit, like
Yeah. I go on for quite a while.
yeah. But it's funny.
Yeah. Well,
What do you want to do after this?
after this, I don't know. It's getting kind of late. Well, what is the time? Like it was 6:20 or something.
What it is time?
What is time?
Yeah, it's
So
6:30,
it's,
something like 6:30.
Soon dinner time. So soon gotta go soon.
True.
Podcasting takes a long time.
It does. Setting up all this stuff as
I'm
well.
surprised. I've been here now for like 3 hours.
Yeah. You want to go longboarding after this? It's a little cold too. You don't want to start our longboard career?
How far do you want to go?
I don't know. I don't think we should.
No. Next time.
Next time. Is there anything else on that we should get through?
Well, I guess what I kind of like. Oh right. I just want to. So don't unlock it, but just look at the home screen, or just look at the screen. Just like press the home button, and what what do you see?
Okay, I'm holding it in front of my face. What? It's you, dude.
Is that weird? So what he's seeing is he's
Yeah.
seeing like the home screen, like not the home screen, but the lock screen on my
Yeah, the
iPhone
lock screen.
is me. It's me. It's just me. It's my face. Is that weird
I don't know.
to have yourself
Maybe.
as your home screen or lock screen or whatever? And like it's not just like me behind like in front of a building or something. It's just
It's
my
just
face.
your face.
It's really just my
You're
face.
like lying down on something. It looks like.
It's one of the New York selfies I sent to you.
Yeah. I mean, it is just your face, and you have your eyebrow is raised, and you have this very like confused look.
Is it weird to have yourself?
I don't know, dude. No.
No. All right.
No. This is weird. This like you lying down, just your face.
Yeah.
A little weird, but
Yeah, like
you at somewhere, like you.
Yeah. I don't
Someone?
think that would be. No, that wouldn't definitely not be weird. But like since it's just me, since it's just my face, it feels kind of weird. All right, and before we leave, I just want to mention one thing, or not mention. I just want to see what your opinion on like the ALS challenge.
Yeah.
All right, good. What do you think? The ice bucket thing.
Okay. First of all, it's only
Like I wanted to mention now before it disappears because it's gonna disappear.
Yeah. It's only entertaining to see if it's a celebrity.
Interesting.
I don't know if they're donating money as well, or they're just doing the challenge, but they should because they're rich.
Yes. Continue.
If they only donate $100, I think it's very cheap of them.
If it's celebrities.
Yeah. It's cool that they back it up and are spreading awareness, because that they have definitely done.
Yeah. Mm.
That was very successful. But they did not raise as much money as they should have.
No,
doing
because I read this article where he was like, I don't know, the figure was like maybe 15 million or something.
Yeah, it was 15.
And he said
which is kind of disappointing.
because so many celebrities were doing it, were doing the challenge, he was really disappointed. Like, how is that all we've raised?
Yeah.
Like all the normal people in quotation marks have give money, and as well as celebrities. Why do we only have 15 million?
Yeah.
He was like talking about how celebrities should or the rich celebrities obviously should donate so much more than what they actually have been doing.
Yeah. If they're gonna accept the challenge and go on record as like supporting and not donating even,
Yeah.
it's either you do it or you don't. Like yeah, awareness is something they definitely spread. That was really good.
Yeah.
And what they did was like some celebrities just did the like, oh, here's the challenge. Now I nominate this person.
Yeah.
Like,
Have you seen the Charlie Sheen one?
yeah, where he does the money instead.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's good. And David Spade, did you see his?
I didn't see that.
It was pretty funny. I'll show it to you after. What they did was just pour water over their heads. They didn't say anything about it. I don't know. At that point, I had no idea what it still was. It's like Lou Gehrig's disease, yeah. But like, of course, you've heard of it
Yeah.
too. But still, after all of that exposure and like marketing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I still had no idea what it was until the Achievement Hunter guys did theirs.
Yeah.
You know, and then they actually read
Yeah, I saw
what it was about.
They actually
like
read what it
yeah,
was.
this is what it is. This
Yeah.
is the and then they like up the ante a little. Otherwise, it's just like the thing that was spreading all over
Yeah.
Facebook. With the beers, you know.
Yeah, exactly. But
Stupid.
let's assume that everyone that does the challenge is donating. Is it good or bad that it requires something like this for people to donate to things?
Do you mean because it's a waste of water?
No.
Okay, I was thinking
But I mean,
you're like some idiot.
Is it good or bad that like a global like marketing thing? Let's call it a marketing campaign. I don't know who started it.
Yeah, I feel like it's marketing.
Let's say, is it good or bad that that's what's required for people to donate to different organizations?
Bad.
Bad.
Yeah, that it's like this kind of funny thing. Like, oh, this is funny. Another ALS celebrity video. Oh, look at that. Oh, he poured water on his head, and then they didn't donate money.
Yeah.
It's strange. I don't really get it, but it's cool to see. I'll admit that much. That to see like celebrities backing it up so much, but still, it's unnecessary and a little stupid.
It'd be interesting to hear what a person suffering from the disease thinks.
Yeah,
but I do not know anyone. So
no, $50 million is a lot of money, but
it is
for something like this,
I'm not saying the money's bad.
Really
obviously,
it's
it's good that people donate. I don't want to. I'm one of those people that I see something. I usually when it's really taking over a lot of things, I always want to think about what's negative about it. But obviously, there are a lot of positive things about it. It's great that people are donating. Sure. And with that,
yeah, with that very sad note, no, but do you remember Coney?
Yeah.
How much did they raise?
Coney 2012.
Yeah, that was like 100 million, wasn't it? It was only.
I don't know what happened with that money.
Yeah, they fucked everyone.
Cause Tio ordered a package.
He ordered a pack. Yeah,
he never got it, right?
And he never got it.
And he paid for it.
And he paid for it. Never got it.
That was a weird organization. That was a weird thing.
Yeah,
very weird.
Very. And then the guy got arrested.
The guy was that was we talked about last podcast. The guy was
jacking off. Yeah,
jacking off in the middle
public.
Of the streets.
Got arrested for it.
Got arrested.
Yeah.
So that was a very weird thing. I have no idea what they're doing now.
Yeah, no.
Feels like the whole thing was just a scam. I don't know.
Yeah, well, if the point was to raise awareness for this dude who no one knows where he is,
yeah,
job well done.
We all know who Coney is.
We all know who he is. And on the public masturbation note,
yeah,
I think we end it.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Philip, thank you so much for coming on this podcast with me. We'll definitely have you on again. How about that?
Thank you for having me.
That?
I hope to have Tio sitting next to me next time.
Yeah, I hope so too.
If he's not swamped
and busy.
I'm busy.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for this time.
Au revoir.